lot of people ask me, how do I make that transition from working my current teaching job to having my own teaching business and working independently online as an ESL or TEFL teacher? And I always have to tell them a couple things, a couple important points that they need to know if they're going to make this transition. So one of those things is, don't quit your day job yet. Now, I know that when someone says this phrase to you, you're probably thinking something like, well, that means that I'm not doing this new thing very well, or it means that they don't have confidence that I'm going to succeed in this new thing that I'm doing, right? That's what that phrase usually means. Well, I'm telling you, don't quit your day job yet. I'm not saying don't quit your day job completely, I'm just saying don't quit it yet. Because what you need to do is you need to make sure that your new teaching business is making more money than your current teaching job. So a lot of people, they understand how a teaching job works and they don't understand how their teaching business works. And what you need to understand about that is, well, your teaching business is a new thing that you're doing. And while you might not be so confident that you're going to be able to do it well, we've done this 1,000 times. We've done this so many times. You know, when I first started my first teaching business, I didn't know what I was doing either. And I didn't have a system, I didn't have a plan, and I didn't have somebody showing me the way. And that led to me spending a lot of time and a lot of money on unnecessary things. And that's what we want to make sure that you get to avoid. And that's why we've put together this free training program. And you can find the link under the video, so go ahead and check that out right now. So when I first started my teaching business, I was looking online for all kinds of different free resources, and I really didn't know which source to trust. You know, a lot of people think that you can just find anything online for free, and they think that because it's free online, that's the way to go, and that you shouldn't pay someone else to show you how to do it when you could just do it for free. And I agree that if it's free, why pay for it, right? But what's not free is knowing for sure that that's going to work. So what we have right now is we have a proven system. I started my first teaching business. It was an offline business, and I started in 2011, and that was after I was working a teaching job, and I wanted to make that transition that we were talking about. I wanted to transition from working in somebody else's business and spending all of my time helping someone else build their business as an employee to building my own business and really going out on my own and being free and taking control of my teaching career, because now I get to make my decisions and I can decide what I teach people. I can decide, you know, who I teach. I can decide how much I charge, and that's really freedom. That's the freedom that I wanted. So when I started teaching for myself and I had my own teaching business, then I really felt like that was something that I could do for the rest of my life, because all the time that I'm investing into it, I get to keep that. And all the products of my work, I get to keep that. So a lot of people just don't understand how to make that transition. And here's what you need to know about the transition itself. You need to have a plan. The most important thing is having a plan and planning out your life. You need to know where you want to go so that you know that you're going in the right direction. I wasted so much time and so much money going in the wrong direction. I thought that if I looked to big business, and if I looked to Entrepreneur Magazine, and if I looked to, you know, all of those places, Forbes and other places, that would tell me exactly what I needed to do. But what I didn't know was that those people are way different than me. Having a teaching business isn't the same as having an oil business or having a bank or something like that. Having a teaching business is, every teacher can have their own teaching business and can make money, and it's completely possible to do that and to make thousands of dollars every month from that. It's completely possible, and you don't have to do it just working for a company somewhere and you know, selling your soul, so to speak. So the first thing you need to do is have a great plan of how you're going to do this and know where you want to go. And when I say plan, I know that everybody thinks that they have a plan, but most people don't really have a plan. They don't really understand where it is that they want to be when they succeed. So what I'm saying when I say make a plan is you need to know at what point you're going to be able to quit your job, what point you're going to be able to actually say that I just teach independently and that's it. So for me, that involved several months of working in my job, my business, and working in my old job. So it didn't happen immediately. And that's probably what you're going to have to do too. For me, it took several months of working 60 to 80 hours because I was working my full-time job and then I was working in my business. And I didn't really understand how I was going to hire other teachers. I had to figure it out along the way. That was my first business. Now, I have multiple businesses that I've started, and I figured that out, and now I use the same system, the same strategy, and the same method to start businesses for other teachers too and teach them how to do it. So if you want to start your own teaching business, this system is going to show you. It's been proven to work. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you're a native speaker or a non-native speaker. This system works for everybody. We've tried it in lots of countries. We have teachers in Taiwan who are doing this, in South Africa who are doing this. We have teachers in Europe who are doing this. It works. So believe me when I tell you that you can do this too. So if you're worried about how you're going to transition from your current job into doing this type of business, we're going to give you this plan that you can use, and it's called the Life Plan. So when you start your business, the first step of this business is going to be making your life plan, and it's going to be planning out where all of your time is going. A lot of people think they don't have time, but they really do. And you just might be spending your time on the wrong things. If you already know that you need to have your work time, you have a full-time job, you know when you're going to be working. You know that you need your family time. You know you need to see your friends sometimes. You need to have a life, right? You need to have a good balance. And having a balance is part of making this whole thing work. So if you're worried about making this plan and how you're going to transition, that's one of the first things that we take care of in this program. And we want to make sure that you have a healthy balance too, because if you don't have a healthy balance, you're not going to succeed. So for me, I had to develop that balance over some time. At first, I didn't have a healthy balance. At first, I was just working so much and that was because I didn't know which direction to go. I was getting the wrong information because I was trying to do it all free from the internet. I didn't have a verifiable, a good source that I could trust and that had been proven to get results for people like me. So that's what this program is all about. And if you want to make the transition from working your current teaching job to having your own teaching business and working independently as an ESL or TEFL teacher, then I definitely recommend this free training program to you. So just click below. There's a link. You can click it, sign up, and get started right away.